When it comes to searching for information to price a home with, there's specific data you absolutely have to have, and then there's specific data you have to have for Focus First. They're not always the same, and there's some criteria that Focus First recommends so that your visual pricing system can give you the patterns you need and really help you price the home. This video is going to help you kind of get used to those new criteria and tell you what those are so that you can search accurately and price even more accurate. So when it comes to searching for pricing data, you've probably done it a lot. But in this case, there's a certain way that you should search to get the right information for the visual pricing system to give you the answers you're looking for. Now, 70% of the time, we're going to search very simply by subdivision or neighborhood, looking for all status, so that we're including the sold, the withdrawn, the expired, the active, the under contract, and everything and anything you can find in your status selection drop box. So we're selecting all of that, and we're going to do that for the last 2 years of off-market date. Now you might be thinking, we're not going to price on 2-year data. No, we're not. But we're going to be finding the patterns on 2-year data, so this search will give us the right information needed in order to create the patterns and really use the visual pricing system to its full power. Now, I said 70% of the time we're going to do that, which is most of the time. There are other cases where we have to do something a little different. Now, in one specific case, 10% of the time, we're going to not use subdivision because we might be in an area that doesn't actually have subdivision, but the local area is still what we're looking for. In that case, the first option we go with is the 0.5 mile radius search. In your MLS, you should be able to search by a map area. We're going to do a 0.5 mile radius around that. Same thing, all status in the last 2 years. Now, the other option to that, which would be another 10% of the time, is we're going to search for natural boundaries. This can be highways, rivers, lakes, busy roads, situations that really clearly delineate the end of an area or kind of a border to an area to find what we can't find in a subdivision. Now we're going to do the same thing with all status in the last 2 years as well. Now the last 10% comes to if you have a very unique property. You know, if you have that house that's for sale, it's on a lake with mountain views, that has something crazy awesome about it. Maybe it's got 2 acres on one side or something like that, that nothing else can really in the area, compare to, or there's not enough information in the area. Then we're going to look for very similar properties that are unique like that. When someone's looking for those unique, feelings and situations, sometimes they'll expand the area and look for other unique properties that match that. So in this case, we're going to look for those unique identifying features, whether that be with mountain views or water rights or water access or whatever it might be in your area. All status the last 2 years. That's how we're going to do our search. That's going to give us the best information to bring into the visual pricing system and let us really make the patterns that we want to do. Now, if you look at the MLS export instructions, you've already got this set up. Then you're going to click export and export that file. And when you do that, make sure you save it somewhere easily to find. If it doesn't give you an option, it'll automatically go to your downloads. If you do have an option, I recommend doing your desktop because it's very simple to find unless your desktop is crazy. Mine can get that way. But in this case, we're going to save it right to our desktop and then find it very easily after the fact.